Can y'all hear my mic? Can you hear my mic? Anyone? Can you hear me talking? If anyone can hear me and let me know that you can hear me talking, that would be awesome. Anyone? Anyone? Can you hear my mic? Can you hear my mic at all? Hello? Yes, you can hear it now. Okay, sweet. Sweet. All right, that's awesome. Is it loud enough? It's like, can you guys hear? Okay, cool. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, 1 second, guys, and then we'll get started. Now, can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me, if you can hear my voice, and if you can see the video. I am trying like crazy, sweet. I am trying like crazy to get this whole thing dialed in, so I really appreciate the feedback. There's about a 15-second delay with you guys from what I'm doing here, so we may not be responding immediately. I don't have Ann helping me right now. Instead, I have my friend Tara helping me. She's not quite as technically savvy, but she's going to try to take care of your comments. I'm on 3 platforms right now. I am on Facebook Live, hopefully. I am on Twitch, hopefully. And I am also on Sweet. Thanks, guys, for chiming in. And say hey to everybody, by the way. Okay, so I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook. If you are on Twitch, it's HoopPath Backs, which is the same as my Venmo, but is HoopPath Backs. And then if you are on, if you're going to YouTube, which I've heard is the better stream, that is j.l.baxter or Baxter Hoops. Go to my channel and you should be able to click in on that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, first of all, a couple of things I want to say. Thank you so much for everybody that has shown support, whether that's like with time or with, sharing this or the donations. The donations have been amazing. If you want to donate, you can. You do not have to donate. I'm doing this for free. But I'm appreciating the donations because I'm just as out of work as everybody right now. And it's tough for us artists to get by in times like this when we can't file. So anyway, I am super appreciative of everybody that's given. If you want to donate, my PayPal is baxter@hooppath.com. That's 2 P's together, hooppath.com. And then my other Venmo is HoopPathBacks. Sweet, Portland's here. Has gotten tiny all of a sudden. Tinny. Oh, I see. All right, that might just happen. Hopefully we can avoid that. Let me see what oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I think we'll just stick with this. All right, if you guys can hear me all right. Do you like my house? This house was the first house ever built by Beth Lavender, who, if you're an old school hooper, she is like super close to me. She came to the second ever HoopPath class, and she kept coming for the last 15 years. And this is her crib, and I'm broadcasting from it. If you're new to this, I have really horrible Wi-Fi, so I'm doing my best to try and get a good signal out to you guys. So just bear with me. My computer is a small little laptop, and so if it starts to overheat, hopefully we'll be able to do this. All right. I need this more than you guys, but audible breath in. Audible breath in. Wow. You guys have actually got me a little bit nervous, so I'm breathing. So what I wanted to do is I really wanted to do this stream mostly so that I could work out the kinks that I've been having with the system and then get on a regular schedule. So I posted on my Facebook. I think I posted on Instagram too. But the next schedule is we have this class tonight, and then on Saturday around, I think, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to do a flow guided flow session with you, where it'll be cool music. We'll all be hooping together. You can share it. I won't really be teaching so much on Saturday. And then on Monday night, this time again, it was 7 o'clock at that time, Eastern Standard Time, I'll be doing the main big HoopPath class. I did not expect that I would have quite so many people jumping in on HoopPath and the way that I teach as I have had. So what I thought I would do is give you guys some basic concepts of the HoopPath and what we do. And I don't want to spend too much time talking, but I want to try and give you some info that you need. First of all, the HoopPath. The path is towards your authenticity. So it's that we're using a hoop and the mastery of learning to hoop the path we are on is towards our authenticity. What I love about hooping is giving my authenticity a chance to dance. And so the way that I teach tonight, every time I teach, your flow takes precedent over everything else. That's the most important part, because I really believe that your flow is your authenticity just coming through you. And it's coming through you unedited, unjudged. And it's probably the best way to learn HoopPath is like with nobody around, so that you can feel totally relaxed. To get there, sometimes we use a blindfold, or I use a blindfold. I use the we term a lot because I've been teaching for so long. There's a crew of people that support me. But I use a blindfold so that I can kind of turn off one lens and turn on, this more inside reflective lens, and really try to be in the beat and the music. Tonight, I tried to pick music that I don't think will get us flagged. If any of the streams drop, that's probably why, and I apologize for that, but I did my best. If this works out, this playlist is already on SoundCloud, and I'll publish it as public as soon as this is over. My SoundCloud is futureheropodcast.com. All right, so before we get up and get going here, one of the big concepts that HoopPath really, or that hooping really got into me, was this concept called piace. And to understand it, you have to imagine the word peace spelled out peace with an asterisk before the A and an asterisk after the A. And that term is a silly term that I made up a long time ago called piace. And what piace is it's a rhythmic balance between you and something else, and it becomes a third thing. So like in a situation like I have a rhythm, Tara has a rhythm, and our we-ness, our togetherness, is a third rhythm. And so in hooping, what you're trying to do when you're learning to master this hard thing is to touch into your rhythm. That's one part of the piace, the hoops rhythm, and then create, hopefully, this third rhythm, which is flow. Is everybody understanding me on that? Like, you guys can show some love in these comments if I'm making sense, if I've drifted off into space. To get into piace, you first have to find your own rhythm. And I bet we've all been in this kind of relationship before, where you just needed a break to find your own rhythm before you engage with anyone else's rhythm. And so to get engaged in your own authentic rhythm, what we do is something called sway. In sway, you can move any way you want to. Tara likes to roll around and stretch. Some people like to get up. I'm going to demo sway as we get started. In like 1 minute, we're going to get started. I'm going to demo sway for you, but the idea is that you do anything that you want during sway. Now, a lot of people go blindfolded because it makes them relax. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Piace, yes. Thanks, Jess. Audible breath in. So, like right now, this craziness that you're going through, that one of your rhythms has changed, like maybe your house rhythm. So you've got your rhythm, the house's rhythm, and now you're finding a new piace with that. I don't know can you guys see this adorable dog? So there's like a dog here, and they're a great example of piace. Cats are a great example of piace because they find rhythm with every single thing. All right, so I'm going to get started, and bear with me through all this sort of stuff. Let me know if you have any problems with the music. Tara is going to be checking to see if she can turn music up or turn music down or whatever. We're going to get going now. All right. Audible breath in. I've got a dog. Audible breath in. Can you hear my mic all right? Can you guys hear me above the music? Is everything cool and chill? Audible breath in. In the hoop path, sometimes we recognize that it is hard for us to really find our rhythm as us. And so sometimes, a lot of times, what we do is we step in and borrow an archetype. And so what I invite you to do right now, if there's nobody around especially, is to breathe into an archetype of a master. Breathe into an archetype of a master. Let us know how the sound is, guys. We're going to hopefully get this figured out. When I'm in the archetype of a master, I'm in a patient place. I'm at peace. I'm in piace with my own growth. Keep your breath with you. This is not this dopest song. This is Grandizer. Welcome home, welcome home, welcome home. I used to tell people that you're not learning to hoop, you're remembering how to hoop. You're not learning how to move, you're remembering how. The space in front of you is day in the hoop path. The space behind you is night. Tara's in sway, this is awesome. These terms that I'm using are from a myth called the Maidan. And it's a myth, it's a collection of metaphors, it's a device. And it's about a group of women a long, long time ago who were all mysteriously orphaned. And they all self-collected because they found value in each other, and they raised each other as sister and mother to each one of them. The terms that I use are almost all from that story, and that story is really meant to be a vehicle that you get into, a nice car you get into to take you somewhere. I'm gonna go blindfolded to make this look extra weird for people on TV. But when I'm blindfolded, it's like the light that I use to see out of my head is reflected back to me. It's like closing blinds in a room so that that projected light beams back, fills the room. Audible breath in. Space above me is the northern arc. The space below is the southern arc. I can lower my body weight down into, I'm not crazy, lower my body weight down into my southern arc, and I can push my arms way high into the northern arc. Good. See if you can let your shoulders go. Thank you, everybody. If you're joining me, we're in something called sway. Oh, it feels good to be in sway right now. If there's any HoopPathers watching this right now, you know that feeling where it just feels yummy? That's where I'm at. When I am in sway, I am stepping into this mythical understanding that the world is all rhythm, and that I am finding rhythm with that world. And so as the rhythm of the world changes, my rhythm changes. Now, keep moving if you can. Sway is meant to warm up the body, and we do it in every single HoopPath class wherever I am. And because we're going for improvisational movement, we don't know what that movement is going to be. So in order to be fully available for all the movement that we have or that we want to express, we move in all kinds of unpredictable and crazy ways. Metaphor can really help you. Like if I imagine that my body is two trees, that I have a tree here and that I have a tree here, and when I sway, I am swaying my weight from one tree to the other. Our hands are metaphorically birds. I don't call them birds, nobody calls them birds in class. But metaphorically, they are vessels of flight. And as you open into your sway, you can begin to fly your hands in coordination with each other or in opposites with each other. If you're just joining us, we're going to sway to this song and then we'll pick up our hoops. Come home, come home, come home, come home. If I have any empaths that are watching this right now, we're going to change our frequency. We're going to pull our frequency in to just us and those in the room with us. All of the struggle that's happening outside of us right now, we're going to pull our frequency in and not tap into that. And get a little self-care. Now, if you're feeling it, I just realized I've got my slides on. If you're feeling it, I can raise my feet high and raise my knees high and lower into that leg. You don't need to try this, I'm just giving you ideas. Keep us posted on the sound, keep us posted on how your experience is going. If you're just joining us, say hey to everybody. Thank you for everybody joining me. I feel so less alone doing this with you guys. I hope that this is helping y'all. I bought all this equipment and none of it worked, so it's all going back. I think I've got it figured out. If you have room, not everybody does, but you can explore your wingspan. And this is a movement that sometimes we don't always get into, but this is kind of a jet plane type movement where I am keeping my arms more or less in line, but I'm still rotating them. And I feel that differently in my spine. Open, 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 open. You're alright, you're alright. Piace, rhythmic balance. Piace. I want to find Piace. I want to make myself available to it as best I can by knowing my rhythm first. My rhythm is my authenticity. And being in my authenticity doesn't guarantee anything except that I'll have a lot fewer regrets later in life. Audible breath in. You're alright, you're alright, you're alright. Rex is feeling it. To all my hippies out there, you can totally send me love right now. I'll send it back. All right. Actually, maybe stop for a second. Sweet. Thanks everybody for the feedback on the mic. So you can go ahead and grab your hoops right now. And of course, I don't have mine. There we go. I got it. Hey. Speaking of hoops, everybody knows great hoop sponsors. I have a wonderful hoop sponsor, and their name is Trinity Star. Trinity Star is TrinityStarHoops.com. This is their warrior model. We talked about the warrior in the last class, not violent, just resilient. And this is actually a three-piece model. I've taken this thing to Burning Man. It's amazing. But what I want you to do, I want to keep the class moving along here. And what I want you to do is, I want you to hold the hoop in your hand like you're doing right now. And our goal, I'm going to go ahead and press play because I just love this track so much. So here we are. And what we're going to do is we're going to open our movement tonight with Samurai. Samurai just means that you grip the hoop. You can do anything you want to with that grip. But what I want you to try to do is use this grip, use your hoop to create movement through the body. What will happen a lot of times, the moment you give a hooper a hoop, they stop moving. What I want you to do, especially since you're by yourself, you don't have to worry like looking like a freak, is to try and grip. If you're a beginner, feel the weight of the hoop through the range of your motion. Right hand and left hand. Since this is an intro to HoopPath, one of the things that's really important for us is the idea of the two trees, and that you have a big sister tree and you have a little sister tree, meaning you have a dominant and a non-dominant. And in this samurai opening here, what I want you to do is be in the non-dominant side. If both sides feel equal to you, just pick a side. There's one concept to samurai moving that I find really helpful in the rest of my life. This is a concept I actually learned from the monk a long time ago. But a samurai is in their awareness. They are in their awareness. They're not in their personality. They're not in their persona. They are in their awareness. And the whole training is to help get them to that place of being in their awareness. The hand that holds the hoop is the on hand. The hand that doesn't hold the hoop is the off hand. And if you're just getting started in your hoop journey, developing your off hand is probably one of the most underrated things that you can work on. I can hold the hoop through my whole range of motion. One thing that's really important about that, being in that awareness that I'm talking about, is being where you are right now in your physical skills with the hoop. You don't need to pretend or be something that you're not. You can just be what you are in the hoop. if you're just getting started, I've been hooping since 2001. There's loads of hoopers that have been hooping as long as me, or almost as long as me. And there's a bunch that are 5 years in. And I think those people that are 5 years in, especially into the HoopPath, would probably tell you that they're not yet a black belt, because I won't award you a black belt. You will. You'll own it. You'll step into it. And you're welcome to step into it at any point, but even as a blue belt, you're still on the path of mastery. So therefore you are a master. Only a master can walk a path of mastery. So we're going to do some rolling right now with our hoops just to help us find the flow. If you've taken HoopPath before or you're feeling flow, you should just go with it, guys. Trust me, if this was a workshop, you could do whatever you wanted to right now. I am going to play with vertical rolling right now. Vertical rolling. I'm using my forearms a lot. I can weave out of here. I love this track, man. If you're new, this is a rising weave. This is a rising weave. I lead with my pinky there. It comes up and then wrist breaks and I'm over here. I can switch hands. If you do want to be a black belt, you'll put some action on that other hand. We did this on the very first night. I don't know if you guys remember this. This is an away pass to an away. So the hoop is spinning on my left arm, on my right side here. I'm going to pull it across by changing. I'm facing this wall, I'm going to face that wall and pull it across, and I'm over here. 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 If you can't do that, don't trip out on it. It's no big deal. I'll show you what it looks like from the side. This is a rising current. It's coming back up to me. This is a falling current, and it's falling down. Warrior, Piace. I'm using these exercises to warm me up, to help me find me, so I can help me find you. If you know what this means, you can put some point technique on it. Don't worry if you don't know what it means. It just means you're pushing the back of your hand into the hoop and your wrists are flicking the hoop back, flicking it back. I bet half of you have already done this, but it's really easy to get into a barrel roll from here. Whatever hand isn't holding the hoop is going to come up under it and push, and then I'm going to turn that way. I'm going to push my hand up. So I'm in this. I'm going to use my right arm. Samurai grip it to bring it back. I'm not in the frame. So if I'm in this roll, just like this, I can push my arm up. Boom. 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 Push my arm up. Push my arm up. All right, how's everybody doing? Are you warmed up? Hey, my sister just joined in here. Hey, everybody, if you, Alex just posted how deep he is into his practice. Y'all should post that stuff, man. It'd be cool to hear, like, from you guys and talk to each other, man. This is fun. I gotta check. Okay. Yeah, big breath in. Sorry, I'm breathing hard. Okay, so I think let's just do one more sort of samurai-y type movement exercise. And this is called goo, And we talked a little bit about this yesterday, or 2 days ago in the class, but samurai usually can be off the body. Actually, let's try a little bit of this first before I got ahead of me. So this is a vertical samurai. This is a horizontal samurai. And for you hoop geeks out there, this is what actually got hoops really small. It wasn't breaking and paddling, it was this. And the reason for it was so that we could, especially Spiral and Julia, that they could. So this is horizontal samurai. And it's good to develop a good grip with that. You see what I'm doing? I'm imagining you guys can hear my thoughts. I want to get on Zoom eventually so I can see you guys too, but... So gooiness is when, instead of the hoop being off the body, you purposefully smear it into the body. We talked about Brecken's smear on the second class. But with gooey samurai, what you do is you find that second point of contact there, like it's on my hip right now, and then I play with that point of contact. I'll try to put a little flow in this so you get a sense of what I'm talking about. If there's any hoop pathers out there and you just can't bring yourself to grip the hoop, you don't have to. This is me doing it in point technique. But gooey samurai. Your heart rate should be up by now. Oh, they have my DVD. If you ever bought my DVD, I'm sorry, but I'm not giving you a refund. But thank you though, I know where you're going. Just not crazy about that one. Something I like to play with is flurries of movement. Samurai and gooey samurai are perfect for that. Like flurry, and then isolate. If you're new, if you're just joining this live stream, this is off body as we get in HoopPath. But this is the thing this is why it's so stupid for us to sweat off body and on body. Because if I'm in gooey samurai, I mean, is this on body or off body? You know, what makes it off body if it's rubbing across me? Sometimes people don't realize that teachers break things down, but the intent is that you put them back together. They don't stay separate. They come together. They're elements that make an alloy. I slept through chemistry, so hopefully I didn't screw that up. All right. Grab some water if you need it. Hooping since '02, that's what's up. Jen Wilson, I don't know if that's who I think it is, but if she is, that's awesome. All right, we're gonna warm up a little bit on the core. So this is a big part of hoop dance. Here, it's all right, I'm gonna press play. I'm talking too damn much anyway. Let's see. Yeah, let's try this. All right. You can click back to the black and that'll put the cameras back up and everything. All right, the hoop is going around my waist right now. I'm in what we call lake. And in HoopPath, the reason we call that lake is because not the first, but one of the Maidans learned to hoop in a lake. She was a big, giant, beautiful Maidan named Anea. She was huge, like mythically big, like 7'8" as an 8-year-old. She got out into a lake, and the only way that my dad could teach her to feel her own rhythm was to put her in that lake and ask her to spin the water around, to wrap the water around, or to step. this exercise, we're just going to waist hoop. But I'm going to emphasize some things that are important in the hoop path. One thing that's important, and there's so many good hoopers that do this, new school, old school, one tribe. But my favorite hoopers, whatever era they're from, are the ones that move their whole body. And if you saw them at a club or you saw them at a festival, it might just look like they are getting down. And we know, the folks at home don't know, but we know that it takes hours and hours and hours to make it look like it's just... I live in the southern United States and I cannot wait to be in water again. When the rhythm slows up like this, we can add flight to the hands, and this is one part of lake. So underneath the hoop right now, where it's spinning, that's water. In the hoop path, that's water. Above the hoop is wind. Right? The direction the hoop travels is called the current. The current. I'm in my first current right now. If I reverse the current, change the roll of the water, I'm pushing with my day. I can push with my day. I can push with my night. Right? How y'all doing? I hope the music's good. Mad love to everybody that's donating. I really, really appreciate it. Everybody that's sharing, everybody that's liking. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Piace. If you were dating a healthcare worker, mine's a 38. I have a 38-inch hoop, guys. Trinity Star Hoop's the best hoop for me. Best hoop for me. I always use the same size hoop no matter what. That's just what I enjoy. I can do on body, I can do off body with it. Is that not awesome? All right, I forgot. All right, there's one. Okay, here we go. Let's do some more core. Oh no. Stay with me. I know, stay with me. There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Roll on the waist. Now, if you're a hoop, if you know how to do these things, you can go ahead and do them. This is a core warm-up. In the hoop path, the top of the head to the bottoms of the feet, that whole expanse is called the core. So the only thing that's really not the core is the arms or a leg if I'm bouncing, if I've got the hoop going around there, right? I love this track. Bounce, baby, bounce. Welcome everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. If you're just joining, say hey to everybody. If you want to tell us how long you've been hooping, that would be awesome too. Big, big love to the new school, the old school, and everything in between. I think one of the things that the traps when you're learning something can be to learn it the way it's being shown to you, and that totally makes sense. But as I said before, that's a part, that's how we teach it. But the learning of it is bringing it into the whole. The whole. Bounce, baby, bounce. If you know how to, you can bring the hoop up. Bounce, baby, bounce. Bounce, baby. Right. Thank you, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're just core hooping right now. That means you can hoop anywhere from the top of your head. I can head hoop right now. I can leg hoop right now. as long as both leg, well, this would be leg hooping. This would be still core hooping though. If you're gonna learn to leg hoop, the hardest part is keeping it up. The next hardest part is not doing this. Right. This song makes me think Deep Playa. Every time I hear this song, I think Deep Playa. Anywhere you want to, the hoop is traveling around you, is traveling in a current. I'm in my first current. If I break the hoop and send it back, then I've reversed it.
Bounce, baby, bounce. Bounce, baby, bounce.
What's that? Oh, sweet. We got some gray feathers in there? Yeah, it definitely can. It definitely can. It's gonna go down towards the bottom where it says laptop.
Bounce, baby, bounce.
I got it. Oh, you know. Okay.
Bounce, baby, bounce.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, that's where you turn out. Sorry. Thanks, guys.
Bounce, baby, bounce. Bounce, baby.
Right? One of the things that can really open up your core, really smooth it out, is if you don't just push from the front, the day side. Most people want to push, project, or push back. Like I'm in shoulders right now, but I'm pushing back with my shoulder blades. If I was on my waist, it's the same thing. Nice and upright, don't hunch over the water. Up here. It's a beatbox. That guy's beatboxing. That's awesome. Don't listen to that. That's not what I'm about to play. All right, where was I going to go from there? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for staying with me here. We appreciate it. Let's do this a little bit more upbeat. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. Sorry for the language, kids. Don't use those words. Your mom's right. Alright, here we go. Okay, some more core hooping. It's really important to the hoop path. First current, second current. And then when I stop the hoop, I've committed a break. That's what a break is. If I hit the hoop with my hand, that's a break. Once I send it back and it goes all the way around, that's a reverse. So this is a series of reverses. And then this would be a series of breaks. Right. Old school house for Canada. What's up, Canada? I miss you too. You gotta get down. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get down. If I'm up here at the shoulders, if you want to try this with us, when my hands are out here, I'm in mountain. I'm in mountain. This is mountain. And it's a good way to learn shoulders. You don't have to do mountain, like you could totally not do it. I don't know if it looks cool, but you can do it. But what you want to do is start off with this, and then get to this. Right? Everybody here should be shooting video of themselves right now. Shoot video, tag me. I would love to see it. Y'all did that the first 2 classes. It was awesome. Shoot video, tag me. I'm dying to see it. I wish I could see you now. I kind of can.
Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life.
Piace, right? Every time I move the hoop, some new way, I'm establishing a new piace. Right? Reverse. Right. Heart rate up, heart rate up, heart rate up. If you're just joining us, we're working on the core right now. Core. I'm turning with the current right now. That's called stalling. This is a straight up stall. Straight up stall. But just turning the direction of the hoop sometimes makes it easier for a lot of people. Oh, I got a dog in the background. Hey, buddy. Picture star. If I turn against the hoop, that's called cutting. Cutting. Cutting on the shoulders is kind of hard, I won't lie. Cutting at the waist is hard too, but you kind of tighten your abs and turn into it. Heart rate up. Heart rate up. Stalling. When the song goes like this, it's a great time to stall. Stalling from the neck is fine if you have the space. Last now. Right. We're still here, we're still here, we're still here, we're here. Gotcha, gotcha. My rhythm with this dance, my rhythm with this song, my rhythm with this dog behind me. Are y'all digging this track? I know somebody's gotta dig this track. If you're digging it, let me know. If you make music and you want me to feature it, I totally will. Send it to me now. I hope we're live on all the streams still. You're not tired. You're not tired. I'm not tired. We're not tired. Now here's one thing. You don't have to wait till you know a single trick to become a hoop dancer. This is hooping. This is hoop dancing. That's all there is. Right? Nice and long groove. How y'all feeling? Does he? Good. I'm glad he feels good. All right, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. Let's see. Now, before you think I've lost my mind, I'm slowing it way down, but there's... Actually, you know what? We'll come back to that one. We'll play this one instead. Okay. Big breath in. I need to strip. Y'all got me sweating over here. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. On the waist. Thank you. Hands in flight. Trees in sway. We're going to work on just shoulders. Shoulders are really important in the HoopPath, but it takes a long time to learn them. 2 nights ago I talked about belief, strength, grace. The strength phase of shoulders is long. To bring it up, I'm going to stick what's called my PM arm, but we'll work on that later. My second tree, the arm the hoop is coming towards. The arm the hoop is coming towards. I'm going to go elbow deep, kind of like I'm getting my seatbelts or something, and then turn and bring it up. Need to help with that one. Whatever direction you're going, that arm that's going towards, we call that the PM arm in HoopPath, the second tree. You're going to go into the current and pull it up. Now this is important. What a lot of hoopers do is they tuck this wing in and they push out like this and they make a weird face. And what we want to do is to get rid of that, we want to push with other parts of the body so that we're not pushing only with our chest. So for that to happen, we go into mountain. Now I'm doing something, if you've taken HoopPath before, or if you love shoulder hooping, I'm sure you do this already. But if I add big steps, then I move my chest even less. This is just me basically just A-framing it. stalling, I'm turning with it.
There is nothing to hide. There's no space and time with you. And who cares what
My
they
arms are
say?
here, so this is a big thing
We
too.
are lovers anyway.
Remember before I said that everything above the hoop was air? Everything below the hoop is water. And so one of the ways you can let go of that chicken wing is to imagine that underneath you're trying to stay afloat with your arms. This is one of the big mistakes that beginners make. Everybody makes it, but it's just an obstacle you have to get around, is that instead of keeping things still out, swimming, I'm moving my arms, trying. This is called pulsing, right? I gotta turn that up, that's so dope, man. I love that track.
Say to me, it's what you do to me, it's how you make me feel. All the things that you say and all the things that you don't. It's what
There are
you
loads
do
of hoopers
to
online. I'm
me, it's
moving my
how
arms
you
underneath the water
make
here.
me feel.
There are loads of hoopers online doing wonderful work right now.
And all the things that you
Perfect time to turn your laptop into a teacher. I know Hoopwell is doing a bunch of things, Jocelyn's doing a bunch of things. I don't know, I can't keep track of all. A lot of you have asked me to shout out, and there's like 20 requests, and I just can't shout out everybody right now. Shoulder flow. Cool, how y'all doing? Stay with me, stay with me. All right. I make it look graceful, yeah. Hooping for 10 years, what's up, buddy? All right. So, where's the one that I wanted to play? I think it's this one. Nope, that's not it. Actually, let's, yeah, we'll do a little closing. All right, I think what I'm going to do for this song is let you kind of have a free moment to sort of hoop any way that you want to. In HoopPath classes, what we do is we offer a little bit of technique, and then we give you a chance, or I give you a chance, to practice that technique. So this would be a good time to practice this stuff. If you don't know this track, this is a remix of Close Issue. Everybody knows Close Issue. I might narrate what I'm doing just so you can know, but I really want you just to flow the way you want to flow right now. This is super old school Vortex. This move used to get you gigs in 2002. You could take over a center camp with this move. Some of you might want to try, if there's nobody around right now, is going blindfolded. This is a huge component of HoopPath teaching. To go blindfolded, and your whole world just becomes the rhythm that you push out through your core. The more I move my arms, the more my core moves. I wonder what's about to happen. Shoulders, one way you can go learn them is from the top down. It looks weird, but neck hooping can be really valuable. And then anytime I want to bring the hoop back from my neck, I touch one of my ears with my shoulder. Touch one of my ears with my shoulder, boom. Put it back up there. Oh, getting close. Any way you want to hoop right now, we're going to come back and finish off with some samurai. Thank you guys. If you're just joining this, chime in, tell us how long you've been hooping, tell us where you're from. Maybe this is the perfect time to realize that there's another hooper in your town that's really close to you. gooey from some of what we were doing earlier. Let us know how the volumes are, everybody. Horizontal samurai, vertical samurai, folding. Right. Keep going, keep going. This is something I want you to pay attention to, is the rhythm when it changes. Rosie's great at this. Try to put your core dance with that beat. I don't think that made sense, but I'm trying to move my whole body with the rhythm and let the hoop just be an extension. Shout out to the new school, shout out to the old school, and everybody in between. Alright. How's it sound, guys? Does it sound still good? Oh, this is my jam. I'm gonna come right back to that, but this next exercise is called a Piace exercise. And what a Piace exercise is, it's kind of like we've been doing. This is the intro to HoopPath class. This is really important. You're gonna try to move to the rhythms that you hear in the song, and as they change, you change. And if you're following that rhythm, new techniques just show up, right? It's like you have the instruments are called to play the song that you're listening to. All right, you're doing great. Okay, here we go. This song is perfect for Piace exercises. So if you're not sure what to do, you're gonna try to find a rhythm. Let's say I want to find this rhythm in waist tubing. If that's what I want to do, I'm in late. Little dancer trick is if your feet are in rhythm, the whole body's in rhythm. Somebody got head hooping for the first time. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Head hooping is all about, well, shit, of course I'm saying that now, I can't, but head hooping is all about the big steps you take. Something that may be a little bit advanced for people, but might as well learn it now. A paddle this is a break. This is a series of reverses. This is a series of breaks. This is one paddle, pushing with my hands, pushing. This is a series of paddles.
That sweet smell, that eastern wind.
And you push. I bring my arm up. Sometimes it helps to turn with it and push the hoop. I want to push out and slightly up, but not too up or I'll do a lift.
That sweet smell, that eastern wind.
Paddle. I'm using my forearms. For those of you that don't know, the only reason anybody gives a crap about what I have to say is because it's breaks. You can do paddle stalls, but that's a paddle lift. Actually, let's talk about that. I'm here, if I bring my forearm up, I push it out, Don't worry about if you can't get any of these tricks. This is the paddle. This is the paddle lift. Paddle lift. This is a paddle stall. You can fold out of these. Don't worry about too much. We'll get into that in later classes, but... Oh, cool. How's everybody doing? Say hey to everybody. All right. All right, big breath in. I'm going to take a sip of water. I know Canada is sipping wine right now. Cheers. I'll be joining you just in a second. Okay. So, I want to talk a little bit about more, or give you a break from the core just for a second, and let's go back to samurai. What time is it? Oh, let's see. Okay, we need to stop soon. Okay, well, actually, let me show you this one thing, and then we'll do that, and then we'll cool it down. So these are samurai hops. And what I do is I'm just hopping my hand across. If the hoop was just vertical, this is what it would look like. Now, I know you would probably never, ever flow like this. But this is an exercise, and a lot of samurai is for your 85-year-old self to benefit from. And so what I'm trying to do is teach, while I have my health now, is to teach my hand how to do sophisticated things. Thank you, Rex. That's samurai hops. What's that? It's Mandarin. I got the playlist. I'll go public with it in 1 sec. Everybody loves that track, right? Cool. Those are hops. Now the reason, actually, let me go ahead and press play on this and I'll give you a sample of how hops work and flow. Here, let's see. Do you see the word Adidas anywhere? Huh. I don't have the song I thought I had. Alright, well, let's just go this one. Alright, here we go. Samurai hops. You guys have been great. We're almost at the end here. These are samurai hop folds. Folding it.
I'm an ice dude with some ice cream. See these ice cubes, see these ice creams. Eligible bachelor, $1 million bowl. That's whiter than what's spilling down your throat. The phantom, exterior like fish eggs, the interior like suicide risk. I can exercise you, this could be your phys ed. Cheat on your man, when that's like you get a his head.
Isolation.
I know killers in the street, still
rip,
make you feel like chinchilla in the heat. So don't try to run up on my head, talking all that raspy shit, trying to ask me shit. When my niggas figure out they ain't gon' pass me shit, you should think about it for a second. Matter of fact, you should take 4B and think before you fuck with Lil Skateboard P.
Samurai hops.
Think before we lose.
Warrior, nice and big. Both hands moving. Awareness through, as we talked about at the beginning, awareness. The left hand aware, knows where it is. My right hand aware, knows where it is.
I'm a gangster, but y'all know that. The big boss dog, yeah, I had to do that. I keep a blue flag hanging on my backside, but only on the left side. Yeah, that's the crib side. Ain't no other way to play the game the way I play. I cut so much you thought I was a
Some of you, if you're not, especially if you're by yourself, put some bounce in your steps.
Chico double G. I can't fake it, just break it and wanna take it. See, I specialize in making all the girls get naked.
Hot.
So bring your friends, all of y'all come inside. We got a world premiere right here, now get lost. So don't change the diesel, turn it up a little. I got a living room full of fine dime bristles. Waiting on the bizzle, is the shizzle. G's to the bizzle, now ladies and
Right. That's just dirty. Palm spin. There's 2 currents to palm spin. 2 currents. Sweet. Alright guys, we're almost done. I'm going to play these 2 crazy songs and give you a chance to kind of hoop any way you want to. Take all this in. We're going to do, let's run a little bit late. We're going to do these, we'll do this track, maybe one more, and then we'll finish off with some balance. I'll be hooping. If you have to bow out, thank you so much. Thank you. You can cheat this. This is a free hoop. I just love this track. And it's great for learning Piace. Thank you for everybody that joined, that shared. If you want to make a donation, you can. It's Baxter at HoopPath on PayPal. HoopPath Bax. Same as my Twitter handle. Twitch handle. Screw Twitter. You know it's coming back. Actually, we'll finish off with this song. And then we'll do some balance and call it an evening. Old school. Name stalling. Thanks everybody for hanging in there with me. We're going to do one more finishing song. That's not it. We're going to talk about balance. Will you, let's see. Actually, I'll just go ahead and press play on that guy. That's cool. Okay, we're going to finish tonight with balance. It takes forever to get it, so we're going to start with it now. I'm holding the hoop inside. We're going to do point balance. And and I'm holding the hoop on the backs of my hands or my forearms or whatever, but I'm not gripping it. And it's here, and then I'm gonna bring my hands, choke them in a little bit, so something like that. My fingers are out, spread out like this, and we're gonna do something called a door knocker, where I'm gonna throw the hoop up, drop my hands, kind of like I'm unfolding a blanket, like a picnic or something. Can you imagine a picnic? Or you're making a bed. Stand up, drop the hands, and that's what creates the inversion. Dropping the hands makes it easier. Drop. And then once I'm up here, then my focus is on right there, for me anyway. Don't look at your hands. This is what it looks like if you want to put it in circuit. This is black belt stuff for HoopPathers, but this is if I want to put it in circuit. I fall to one side, up, let it fall to the other side, back up, fall to the other side, kind of a Olay type thing. I go bullfighting first, don't ever bullfight, don't go see a bullfight, don't support bullfighting. How we treat the least of these. If I want to go into that both side balance, that looks something like this. We talked about it last class. Bottom hand is on the outside wall, the top hand is on the inside wall, and I pull it back to a double point balance. You see how my hands are like one's in front and one's behind, kind of, you know. Never mind. This is, again, this might be a little black belty for people with balance, but this is my day side balance. If I want to roll it into my both side balance, I pull my hand back. So they're like this in one balance and this in the other balance. So let's see how I do it like you're doing it. Here. Some of my balance peeps are dying for us to do some balance, so y'all can go ahead and do some balance. You're probably already doing it anyway. It's addictive. Shout out to Mike. There's so many people doing balance, incredible balance. Haley, Tiana came. Y'all remember Tiana? She taught balance. It's such a beautiful thing. If you're learning balance, it doesn't matter what you do with your hand, right? This is just on my forearm. Once you find the balance, you can do anything you want to. It's not that your hoop is too big, it's not that it's too wonky. Push up with your hands into it. The most important thing with balance is to focus. It's really good if you suffer with anxiety to use focus to sort of escape that sort of circular pattern of anxiety. So I just focus on staring at some point. I don't like to stare at the closest point. I like to stare away from it there. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I really, really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me, and I am so grateful to have this opportunity to connect. I appreciate the donations, but they're totally not necessary, but they are so helping me right now, and I appreciate it. I know I have found a way to write everybody back on Venmo. I don't know how to write everybody back on PayPal, but just thank you so much. Thank you, Tara, for being an assistant in here. Thank you, Rex, wherever he is. And I will see you guys Saturday. If you have a partner that spins but doesn't spin the hoop, they probably would dig Saturday. Have a great night, guys.